When bidding on loads, my favorite tactic that I used constantly, and it worked. Okay, now, when you're talking to brokers and or your dispatchers, when you're trying to make things happen, when you're bidding yourself, like I bidded on my own on truck stop load board, bid total miles. But let me tell you, because if you're bidding just from point A to point B, let's say you're saying, I want $1.40 or whatever, and then they're just like, you're on crack, bro. But now if you bid total miles at a lesser rate, it ends up averaging out to that same one, because if you keep doing that while you're on the road, this is for on the road and or local, like just bidding it and the circumstances where it's going, if it's going to a bad area, if it's going, you want to bid out at a lesser mile going from that bad area to getting to a city. Like you need to bid that. And they take it as like more of a deal. They take it as like, oh, okay, he's working with us, but really it's the same thing. You're going to make the same amount. That's why like there's a lot of these people on YouTube or on the internet, because I still help people constantly with their businesses. There's people who constantly say, oh, you got to get the biggest money. This is my favorite tactic that I used. Total miles. If you're getting from point A to point B, and then you need to get to a better part of the country, so to speak, or trying to find a better area to go, that's one of the best tactics you can use, because it makes the brokers think they're getting a deal, and you're working with them, and you want to build those relationships. If you like, dude, I had so many relationships with brokers because I did my thing, got the job done, but also because I sounded reasonable, that I was going wherever, it was one time I had all these runs from one broker forever, where it was just load after load after load from them, load after load after load from them. And that's the type of relationships you need to build. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. You want to sound reasonable. Like I said, that way you get those deals is the best. It's the best way to they feel like it's a deal. I think too many people get into this, and I've heard it because I help people all the time. They'll go, oh, they wanted me to do it for this, and I said this and this and this. Okay, well, is that great business ethics? Is that great? Like, as you guys know, I do other entrepreneurial things, but is that a good move to just always, I always say to stand up for yourself, but you have to be reasonable, and you have to do it in a tact of business. Like, I don't know why people think when they start their business, it's good to freak out all the time. Like, how is that going to work? How is that going to benefit your company or your business? Or like, how do you think do you think that's what restaurant people do? I always use restaurants as do you think they go and, when someone's trying to work with them on like how much they'll sell their meat for or whatever, do you think they're just like, I only pay 60 cents and you better leave? And no, they probably, discuss and try to work out a deal, and then in turn that meat becomes a better deal over time. Do you get what I'm saying, dude? Like, geez, dude, I'm telling you this tactic because that's the best way, and then you keep working with them, and then gradually it'll be like, here, take the load. You want this load? You got it, and we're going to give you a better deal, and we're going to keep working with you, because that's what was happening. And then they were looking for loads. These brokers were looking for loads for me when I would go to the other area, especially because I was doing mainly regional, Minnesota, Chicago, Michigan, Indiana. It was to the point where they knew sort of where I was going, like, and they would want to know. And that's the way you want to do it. Like, remember, this is a business. It's not like you have to remain like humble, obviously, but you just need to learn to wheel and deal. But don't be these guys who sit on here. I've seen them so many times, because I'm still like constantly helping people. And like, here's the thing, I just don't get why people think it works to just bitch and complain about the rates per mile all the time. I'm not saying to take them low. What I'm saying is to work things out with brokers, work things out, gain relationships. These people are always like, I don't take them unless they're super high in price. I'm sure, yeah. And then they're sitting in their van or sitting in their car every fucking video. And then people follow that. Like, why? Why would you follow that? What is the point of that? But That's what I wanted to talk about. Like, share, subscribe with the bell notification if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. Top link in the description is the gas app. I love that app because you save a lot of money on gas. Everyone have a blessed day. And oh yeah, keep hustling.
I don't get tired. Like Kevin Gates, sun up to sundown. I will always be this way. Redneck thuggin'. I was country made. Blue colors in my veins. Blue collar to my grave.